Yeah.
Chris, you're down 20 on the road
Yeah.
in Game 7 to the defending champs.
Yeah.
Like, what did you see from your guys that were allowed to pull this thing out?
I mean, the effort was there. You know, we just had to. Our offense kind of went sideways in the first half, and they really upped their defense. They were very physical, and we just talked about, you know, kind of getting back to simplifying our offense, if you will. I thought we were trying to over-orchestrate matchups and mismatches and all this other stuff, and kind of played right into their hands. So we just had to get back to kind of moving the ball. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well, typical Game 7 in that regard. But, you know, even when we were, you know, down, like I kept looking at the field goal percentage, and we were in the 40s, in the 30s. Our defense was there. And then it went to a special place in the third quarter, you know, where we've been able to take it at times. And, you know, just everybody just kind of, you know, bucking up and making plays and executing the game plan. So, you know.
What was the moment like for you at the end of the game? You got hundreds of Wolves fans cheering for you, and man, just you closed it out. What's it feel like?
Yeah, first of all, I'd love to really like to say thank you to our road support, both in Phoenix and here. It's been a ton of Wolves fans in the building. It's been great. I know that they're enjoying the ride, and we really appreciate their support. You know, a special moment, man. This is a hell of a team with the best player on the planet, and this series was wild, and this game was just a microcosm of the entire series. You know, teams getting a big handle on each other and just, you know, trying to fight through it. So.
Rudy, Nas, and Jaden.
Yeah.
Does that just kind of speak to this team and, like, I know the confidence that everybody plays with when you guys are at your best?
Yeah, I was really proud of Nas. You know, he was a little frustrated because we kept kind of pulling him out. I think, you know, Cat was playing so well, and just wanted to kind of keep going back to that. But he stayed in it mentally, made big plays, made hustle plays, you know. And, you know, obviously – you know, they did a great job of throwing multiple bodies at Ant, made it tough for him all night. And that always leaves up other opportunities. And, you know, Jaden came into the series from a scoring point of view in Game 6 and continued it today. You know, we got a couple end of the shot clock, lucky shots to go in, which we needed. You know, but when you're playing the right way, and you create that amount of luck. So.
What did you say anything at halftime? Only because, like, the rebounding was significantly different.
Yeah, I mean, we were getting crushed. They had 14 second chance points. That was where our defense was letting us down the most. 14 second chance points in the first half. We had to get a handle on that more than anything. But I was really pissed about the offense. Thought the offense had degenerated completely for no real reason. And so we addressed both those things. So.
Chris, it seemed like Carl has had the defensive matchup of Jokic has been so important for him here. It seemed like he was what kind of pulled the offense, though, out of that time when it was devolving. Just kind of that element of Carl and what he was able to do.
I mean, I thought one of the key moments, Cat was really special offensively, particularly in the second half, and you know, got his drive game going. We got going in the post early. You know, I thought we were trying to play through Ant a lot, and it was kind of bogging us down. And we, you know, when we got him out in the second quarter, we got Kyle in there, kind of loosened up the ball movement a little bit, and you know, we were able to get some other guys involved, just enough to feel the game. You know, and we had a great, you know, we had 6 guys in doubles, and you know, they had 2 guys score 69. You know, and they're great players, but that's hard to do in a Game 7. Is carry that much load all the way through. So,
Coach, what do you think it meant for Cat to get over this hump? He's been with the franchise so long, and also overcoming the pressure that he probably had on him more than just about anyone in this game.
Yeah, I think it means a lot. I think you see how at peace and happy he is right now. You know, he had to trust that he was never going to be marginalized. You know, it's all young players always think that they can do it all by themselves, but in this league, nobody can. You know, he's been on many teams where he's had to do a lot, and he's got incredible skill to do so. But he's really bought into doing all the other things that we need him to do. You know, last series he guarded Durant. This year is Jokic. You know, score, play through him when the moment is there, but we're not playing through him all the time, staying ready. staying positive, and staying mentally in it. And couldn't be more happy and proud for him, just because, I think he's faced a lot of unfair criticism when it comes to the postseason at times, because, but the more you go through these things, the more experience you have and the more at peace you are,
Over here. What was your confidence in just the team's mental makeup or toughness? You're down 20, Game 7, defending champs. They're building that. They had this in them to pull it out. At one moment, maybe throughout the season or whatever, did you realize that this group had a night like this?
Yeah, I'm very confident in our guys all the time, and again, down 20, we were guarding and we were playing hard. We just weren't playing very smart on the offensive end. So once we figured that out, I thought we could make a run and tighten the game up a little bit before halftime. And I thought, could have been 11, but it ended up being 15. Mike layup, and they lay it in at the other end of the floor. But our guys, when you defend, you give yourself a chance all the time. So I didn't lose faith in our guys. It's too early. It was way too early to do that. But we hadn't done a good job in games 3, 4, and 5 of kind of surviving our own bad offense. And tonight we were able to do that, so.
Chris, I wonder for you personally, you've seen a ton in this game, you've done a lot in this game, but between the injury and then the journey that you have with this squad, I think late third quarter you start getting out of the chair a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen you do that. Is this going to be a night that you remember for a long time?
Yeah, for sure. It's a big moment for our club. Everybody talks about the last 30 years, which mean nothing to me. But it does mean a lot to a lot of people to see this team, root for this team, the city's behind this team, and to beat a team like Denver on their home floor, the way we did, of course, is going to mean a lot for sure. So.
Chris, you touched on it a little bit a moment ago, but Denver really wrestled momentum away after Game 5. What was the conversation like with the players, the staff, to have the ability to turn things around and win 2 elimination games the way that you did?
Yeah. I thought Game 5 was our worst technical performance of the series. The effort was there, but we just did not play very smart, particularly on the offensive end of the floor. And I thought defensively we gambled a lot outside the game plan. And I don't know why it happened that way. It just did. And that gave me great confidence that we can come in and turn things around, because there was a lot of solutions that we could see easily on tape for Game 6. And we said to ourselves all series long, our best is better than their best. We just have to play our best. And we hadn't done that in the middle of the series.
It seemed like the offense had a lot of perimeter passing and not as much entry passing. And it seems like this season, when you haven't turned the ball over, your defense is able to win games. So you had very few turnovers.
Yeah.
Was that part of the offensive philosophy, is to not only not dribble into people, but basically make the safe, quick pass?
Yeah, for sure. And in Game 5, we didn't. We were driving into crowds. We had, those 3 charges in 4 possessions, and the other one was blocked. So, and we knew what they were doing defensively. They're going to put 2 on Cat in the post. They were going to put 2 on Ant in the perimeter, and we just had to make the right play, and then the next guy had to make the right play. And that chain reaction was really the solution and the key. So.
What was your thought process when you saw Rudy Gobert with a turnaround jump shot in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was a heck of an ATO we drew up for him. Listen, you need that, He made one of those in Game 1, too. So I was happy for him because it made up for the fast break layup that he missed. So. Thank you.